Hey Gemini, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. Just want to clear some of the energies for you. Okay, I've already pre-shuffled. I'm just going to shuffle a few more times and we're going to get going. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as the masculines, Venus, and the feminines, Mars. All right, the masculine, my voice totally went out with the masculine here, and his Venus. And today is January 17, 2020. This is for the second half of January. And again, this is for Gemini. I'm just going to shuffle a few more times for everybody watching, for the best and highest good of all those concerned. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? Let's clear all negative energies from all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned. And fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Gemini. Okay, that's it. Take a deep breath, guys. Gemini. January 17, 2020. For the second half of January, we have, first card out is the Star. Yay, Gemini. Your challenge is justice reversed or injustice. What is your foundation? 7 of Cups. Upright. And what's your recent past? The 8 of Pentacles. What is crowning in your now moment is the 5 of Swords reversed. So that's definitely better reversed. And then coming up for you is the 3 of Swords. How you see yourself, the 5 of Pentacles, and how others may see you, or the energy that's around you at this time, is the 8 of Pentacles. So a lot of work. What do you need to clear or work on? It has to do with the 9 of Wands reversed. The wounded warrior surrendered or has given up. And they can be 2 different things. And then coming out with the 3 of Pentacles at the end here. So work definitely going well. And then the connection to whatever's hanging in limbo for this read is the Lovers. The Lovers is the bridge. And what's hanging in limbo is the 5 of Cups, which is grief. Maybe there's some more grieving that you need to do. There's another card that I pull for you. Depending on what it is, I will pull more than one. And then we have the underlying energy, which is the Page of Swords reversed. So there's some negative communication here. I'm going to give you a little backstory on that with the other cards that are beneath it. Okay. So let's see what we have. Definitely feeling trapped in a box in the fishbowl with no way out. And definitely have some negative energy here. So we have the World is the card before the energy that I'm showing you, which has that's a completion point. And then we have the 6 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, all reversed. And then the next card is the Hangman, upright but trapped in this box, you see. And then this is the 4 of Swords with focus on the heart space, but there's lies going on here, some kind of deception, rumors going around. So we have a negative past, dealing with childhood wounding, maybe doing some shadow work, or dealing with difficult children, or the past returning. And this is about looking back, going back to the past, or living in the past and needing to come out of it. We have the Knight of Wands reversed. Maybe in the past you were a player. This can also just reference falling short on energy, right? Having good intentions rushing in, but then falling short because you can't do what you used to do. Maybe you're getting older, or just the energies have been really strong, right? And you're tired all the time. Or you're just holding back passions, which is causing issues for you as well. You're feeling trapped in a box, trying to get out. This is like you holding back your passions and like on 2 sides of the veil, and this person trying to get out to get to you. And you just, falling short on energy, feeling like a failure perhaps. And then we have the 4 of Wands, or 4 of Swords card, excuse me, where only 3 swords are showing there. And the 4 of Swords is all about rest, meditation, prayer, maybe being laid to rest. But it's about a third-party situation, a 3-way heartbreak, and the need to focus on your heart space. But the Page of Swords can be very much Gemini energy, which has to do with negative self-talk or spreading lies or rumors, spying, immature communication. You know, it's mean, immature communication, or giving someone the silent treatment. It's immature. So it's really negative. But just like a child, you know, would say something mean because they just want to get back at you. It's coming from a place of ignorance as opposed to a King of Swords being mean, which is not ignorant. It's just someone who's really mean. It's just very innocent, childlike, you know, getting back at someone. So the 8 of Pentacles is in the recent past, which has to do with reaping your rewards from the work that you've done and earned. But it's not a ton of money, so maybe you can only take a break temporarily, or maybe you're deciding to retire and you need to budget out. But you may be lying to yourself about that. The foundation here is the 7 of Cups upright, which has to do with having lots of options or choices, or too many activities perhaps, because too many choices can cause confusion. It also can be seeing synchronicities, heaven in your eyes, but lying to yourself about it. You're like saying you don't have any other options, but you do. You have all these other options, right? This is you being negative to yourself. It could be as well as others, and spreading rumors or lying about others, or lying in messages. And then here is all the options that you have. And this is all positive, reaping rewards. You're the star here in the center energy, but maybe you don't know that. So why do we have the Page of Swords reversed specifically? Well, you have the 5 of Pentacles reversed, which is getting over feeling abandoned or in exile, left out in the cold. Maybe you were locked out in the cold. Maybe you locked your keys in the house or something, or in the car, and you were stuck out in the cold. But this could be in and out of hospitals as well. It could be bad news at the hospital there, negative news. But you're recovering, and it doesn't have to be financial, but it can be, because in the recent past you do have savings there, but it's not great riches. And if you had to go into the hospital, it might have wiped you out, and you're just feeling very negative right now that you'll never be able to recover, even though you are on your way up. You have the 6 of Cups here, which is a very positive energy around this. So the one that was reversed is now upright. So you're recovering with positive memories, or a really good friend, or your children, or perhaps the soulmate or a past life soulmate or twin flame that you're connecting with. But you have a lot of negative self-talk about it. So that 7 of Pentacles, why do we have that? Well, that has to do with, again, you have the Page of Swords reversed underneath that. So you've been deceiving yourself about what you can and can't do. And this is after the fight. It's like the deception caused the fight to be over. So it's not really over, because the deception is what caused the stop in the battle. That it's not over yet. You still have to fight some more physically, maybe for work. Or maybe you've just changed who you're going to work with, because there may have been deception and a fight that had occurred. But that can also mean by the new moon, the fight will be over. By the new moon, or getting up at dawn, may be a really positive thing for you to end the conflict. Instead of staying up really late at night and then sleeping really late, shift the way you sleep. Get up earlier in the morning and go to sleep earlier, right? Don't lie to yourself. And you may get more moody at night if you stay up at night. Whereas if you go to bed earlier and get up earlier, you're going to feel much better. Your perspective is going to be better. All right, so we have the 7 of Cups in your foundation. Why? So you have the Page of Cups and the 6 of Swords reversed. So there's an opportunity, but you don't know if it's going to take you to the place you want to be, because there's may be no peace in that opportunity. It could be an opportunity, an invitation, but it's giving you no rest, no peace, no peaceful place to go. Or it could even be an offer, but the offer is too small to make you feel, comforted. You still won't be at rest. It's like someone's offering financial or practical help, but it's just not enough. And it could be a child offering to help, but it's I love that, but it's not enough. All right, so the star card in the middle. Yeah, that's like powerful energy. You're the star, you're shining your light, you're healing others. You could be Aquarius energy as well. So Gemini, you have the star, but you also have the Seven of Swords, and here's the Sovereign. This could be you, or this could be you, or this could be you, or they could both be you, and you're stealing from yourself. This could be you stealing from this Sovereign, this single person who has everything, as a single person, or this could be somebody else taking from you as that single person who has everything. Or, like I said, you could be stealing from yourself. Right? Whenever you're a star, or you seem to have everything, you draw negative, energies to you who want to take that from you, right? Because they want it too. And then this is what's coming up after that, is the Magician reversed, which is Gemini energy. And then the Strength card, needing to temper the beast with your insecurities and manipulation, right? So it's definitely Gemini, can be Virgo or Aries for me as well, and then Leo here. So even though someone has everything, maybe they're still feeling insecure and needing to tame that inner beast about being insecure or manipulative. Maybe someone with everything, when they do feel insecure, they snap out at others or take it out on others because they become manipulative. And that's just stealing from yourself or taking from your light. Don't let others dim your light. And don't dim your own. For me, this is more about negative self-talk and you taking your light, because you have the Page of Swords right there, which is very Gemini. So the challenge being injustice. Why? So you have Aquarius out there, Gemini. You also have Libra. You have Capricorn in the underlying energies. For me, that's Capricorn. Could be Pisces as well. And you have Gemini. A lot of Gemini. Yeah, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. You have all the air signs. And that's it, besides maybe Capricorn and Pisces. Are there any characters out here? Yeah, there's no court cards. It's just you and only you dealing with yourself and your issues. And your need for affection, perhaps, that might be coming. All right, why do we have injustice? Why is there the Aquarius energy in the center of the read, and then the injustice, the challenge? There's a Two of Wands and then the King of Wands. The King of Wands may now be choosing a new path. Is that a Leo? Is that an Aries? Are they now choosing you after having waited a long time, now that you're over it, the injustice of it? We have the Page of Wands coming up. There's a lot of fire energy here. It's like him coming in to offer you this new path, to offer his wand, and saying, I'll get down on my knees if I have to. I'll humble myself. I'll become the young person that you need me to be. Gemini, what's coming up for you? That Three of Swords, which also came up in the Four of Swords in the underlying energy. There's definitely a three-way heartbreak, separation. Can be some heart pain as well. There's 10 of Cups reversed with the Queen of Wands reversed. So here we have a King and Queen. So the Queen of Wands could be you, or it could be someone else that the King of Wands left behind, that family, to come to you as Gemini. There could be a child involved too, with the Page of Cups reversed and the Hermit reversed. All right, so that's Virgo energy and just a lot of fire, and that could be a Pisces, the Page of Cups reversed, or just could be the youngest child. It could be someone really negative, or this Queen of Wands reversed may have had a miscarriage recently, or lost their child in the split. to the Hermit or the Virgo, or maybe to mental status issues. Or this could also be where the child is staying with a grandparent, but they're not necessarily safe there because that grandparent may be losing their marbles a little bit. Or just coming out about all of this. Or it just could be mental illness in general. And that could be something as simple as ADHD or, that kind of thing, or ADD. Or the Page of Cups reversed can reference a Queen of Wands reversed who's spoiled and used to getting her own way, and she's pissed and unhappy. Coming out with that, with this heartbreak. But it's three-way heartbreak, so it could be a three-way heartbreak too between these three people. The Queen of Wands, the Page of Cups, and this Hermit or Virgo energy. This could be a professional as well that you can't trust, or it could be an older person you can't trust as well, or just a wise person who's not wise. But here's another child too. There could be two children involved. One could be with the mother, one could be with the father, and the mother could be with another elder who's ill, or with Alzheimer's, something like that. Do you see yourself, Gemini, as the Five of Pentacles? Ooh, I'm getting really hot. There's a lot of masculine energy coming in right now. This is the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So just when you're feeling at your wit's end, feeling destitute, out in the cold, abandoned, left behind in exile, okay, or nowhere to go. This could be being discharged from a hospital with nowhere to go because you have no home or no money. And this is where someone comes rushing in, finding, and it could even be you happy, even though you don't have much, running around, getting things done, finding your happiness, and re-energized, despite the difficulties that you're experiencing. This could also be after heartbreak and destitution, someone's rushing in passionately to see you. Around you, or how you're seen, is that Eight of Pentacles, which is all about work. So you may be getting back to work and that's making you happy. So what's around you is that work environment, but it's after the war. Like there's still some PTSD to deal with at work to get your ducks in a row, right? After the war, the post-war issues, the looting, the PTSD, and not being able to work, dysfunctional or disabled because of the emotional and spiritual issues that you're dealing with from the war. Also looting, like so someone could have stolen from you after the war. And here's someone who's being stubborn or on strike or disabled or unable to work because of this and needing to drop, like tripping up, messing up at work because you're not focused. This could be dropping the facade, dropping the act, and breaking patterns of stubbornness. There's also a King of Cups coming up here with the Four of Cups reversed. Someone who was grounding and integrating an offer of love or bored, and now maybe acting on that, wanting to start over. And he's upright. So this energy could be coming in for you, Gemini, unless that's you. I'm not getting a lot of air energy over here, though. The blocks that you need to clear have to do with surrender. Surrender. There you go. The worst is over. Let the swords fall out of your back. Allow yourself to reap your rewards. So again, before you had the rewards, but you have negative self-talk about receiving the rewards. This is about allowing yourself to surrender completely, to allow the pain to fall out of your back, to allow the bliss to come in, allow yourself to enjoy yourself and relax. At the Three of Pentacles. So maybe work is what makes you feel good. Do what makes you feel good. It's very much about Pentacles today. You end up there with the Three of Pentacles after surrender and after heartbreak. So what's up with that? And it's after the war as well. Okay, feeling defenseless to the energies and attacks, but learning not to care and just holding on loosely. You may be skating on thin ice at the moment because you don't have a lot, But saving and being practical, being more moderate. Maybe you're learning to give up some things, to stop spending money on things that don't serve you. Okay? And being more practical at work. And also not overworking, right? So you don't overdo it and then, you know, get burnt out. So then we have the Lovers, which is you, getting back to who you are. The Lovers is upright. And then the Five of Cups. So it's like going to work, but then feeling the affection and then going home and being by yourself and then, you know, feeling alone, feeling regret, sorrow, guilt, shame, or just grieving a loss. And it wants to come up with the Two of Swords and the High Priestess. This is about keeping to yourself and, you know, your psychic abilities, your intuition, being in your knowing. All right, and this is all about, you know, when you go from the Lovers to the Five of Cups, it's saying go back into your intuition, you know, be in your knowing. And that may just represent that you're praying and meditating and allowing the grief process to happen, not trying to avoid it, but just to allow it to just pass right through you. Allow it. Be in your knowing, but don't pretend not to see. But I'm not really getting that because you have the High Priestess with it. So it's really being in your knowing that it's okay to grieve. And then come together in joy to surrender. Okay, and be present. That you are your gift to yourself. And there you go, 10 of Pentacles. This is where you'll find your dream family is in the present moment. By speaking your truth. Okay? So I told you I'd pull another card for you guys. And that's the Magician reversed. So after the grief card is the Magician reversed, feeling insecure, manipulative. And this one upright even isn't nice. But this can be Gemini energy. So don't go back into your manipulative energy, right? Maybe just don't feel like you have all the tools that you need. And then you have the Seven of Wands, which is about standing up for yourself to others no matter what they say or do. And lighting your torch again. It's all up to you. Okay. I'll do one more clarifier for that, and then I'm going to go to your, it was just 2222. All right, so this has to do with that grieving process. Again, a negative self-talk and the fallen angel, a bad temper, losing your patience. Very much Gemini qualities, right? Because it's all about the mind and words and thoughts, right? Not letting go, so holding on to a grudge. Negative self-talk, also spying and lying, or negative messages. And then this has to do with impatience, losing your temper, and the fallen angel. It's saying in order to let go of all of these negative energies that you possess, to stand up for yourself and light your own torch, light your own flame. Pull the sword from the stone. You pull the sword from your own heart in order for the wheel to turn. Okay, and that's a pretty profound message right there. The bottom of the deck ends up being the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So this has to do with overworking or not working. Whatever you're doing that wasn't working, let go of it, right? Hanging in limbo after clinging or after a sudden event or a move or not having a home, right? Or ending a relationship or marriage, or visiting with others or having them visit with you. After this and the clinginess and the hanging out or hanging in limbo to see new perspectives, whatever you've been doing that wasn't working, it's time to let go of that, to stop overworking. Or if you've aligned with your desires, it's time to stop that. Now it's time to be happy, to find what really resonates with you and what doesn't, to let go of what doesn't, stop the negative self-talk, stop the impatience, be more patient, allow your grief. And I'm going to just go through your oracle cards now. So for romance angels, what do we have for Gemini? You have mixed messages because the star is in the middle of your read. It's just the injustice you feel of not being with the one you want to be with. Maybe you feel cheated. You have everything you have ever wanted, or maybe you're jealous of somebody else who has everything they've ever wanted, except for that one last thing. Maybe that one person. who makes it all worthwhile. But the message is saying, in order for you to bring in that energy, you have to take the sword out of your own heart. All right, for Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Keep an open mind, Gemini. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And past life relationship, you have known each other before. So it's saying that this person is here, and retreat's coming up too. It's time to disconnect from the world, but you have to keep your mind open. Make the effort. That great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And there is romantic feelings under that one as well. And then from my numerology deck, for Gemini, your majors are great. You know, you have the Star card upright, and then you have the Lovers upright. Be the star that you are. Okay. This is for Gemini, January 17th, 2020, for the second half of January. What's the advice? We have self-love, and that's all about what the read was, self-love, okay? And 61 is the Seven of Swords. It's about taking a risk to love yourself first. We also have time out, so you need a vacation. 37 is the King of Cups. So whether it's not your guy or you are the King of Cups, it's time to take a time out, maybe a vacation with somebody else, even if it's not the one you ultimately want to hang out with. Here is change. Allow the changes to happen. You have number 5. And synchronicities are beneath that. So follow your synchronicities to allow the change. And then one last one from the Kipper deck. Take a deep breath, Gemini. Boy, you guys are all making me sweaty. There's so much masculine energy coming through. All right, you got this. You got bad health and message of concern. So whether it's your health or somebody else, could be a relative or a parent or something like that, or it can just be feeling lovesick with a message of concern. And there you go. You got a man thinking about a woman. It can be the other way around, where it's a woman thinking about a man. But there's a message of concern about bad health, or maybe somebody's worried about someone because they're so sad without them. And this man may be thinking about this woman in a great way, that with her he may be able to hit the jackpot. Or a prison. Right? So he may be unsure. But here then the wealthy man comes up. So that doesn't have to be him, that could be somebody else. And there's a gift from a wealthy man. So that can be a little bit of a mixed bag too. Maybe it's not the person that you want. This is the underlying energy, the empty living room. Unexpected income came in, so maybe you have your own space. All right, after a death, you may have inherited some money. Okay, so change came in on the journey. This could be from your own work, but as well as an inheritance, or the case is closed, something ended, a relationship or a job, and unexpected money came in so that you could have your own space. So the underlying energy was good for you, but then there's some kind of message of bad health coming up, whether it's yours, maybe there's an addiction you need to get rid of, or somebody else's bad health. It could be a mother or a father or a sibling or a child. Maybe someone's sick at school. Or like I said, it could be someone who's lovesick because they're thinking about somebody else. Lovesick. And then we have the Great Fortune. So this can be the man who's thinking about the woman, but it also could be somebody else. It's like that man thinking about the woman, about maybe he's thinking in terms of money, the money she'll bring him, but will he feel imprisoned, or will he go to prison for trying to scam them? Maybe he feels like he needs to bring a gift. Maybe she's got a lot and he doesn't, and he needs to impress her with his wealth. It says wealthy man. Maybe he thinks that she has expectations that he can't live up to, or vice versa. Okay, so there you go, Gemini. Love yourself first. Make sure you take care of yourself. Drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature. And make sure you rise and be loved, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.